News 4 Jax starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Right now, severe thunderstorms just moved through our area. Several counties affected, including Duval, St. John's, and Nassau. You're looking live at downtown Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine, where some areas are getting some much-needed rain. But not everyone can say the same. Looking live at the radar, you can see the storm is moving just off of our coast. The rain is good news in the fight against the West Mims fire. In the past 30 minutes, we got an update from U.S. Forestry Service. Less than half an hour from now, residents in Charlton County, Georgia, will be able to return home. Evacuation orders there will be lifted at 6:30 p.m. Just 90 minutes ago, we got an update from Nassau County Emergency Management on the West Mims fire. Officials tell us they feel there is no longer an immediate threat to people living there. Crews say they have been successfully and significantly improving this fire, especially along the east boundary containment lines. Here's a map we got from Emergency Management to give you some perspective on how big this fire is right now. It's covering more than 150,000 acres. Officials say that improvement, along with changing weather patterns for the upcoming week, has given incident commanders in Nassau County confidence. Emergency Management, along with the Sheriff's Office, are still asking residents, especially those living in the border of the state of Georgia, to remain vigilant for changing conditions regarding the fire. We're covering the latest on the fire and today's wet weather. We begin with the Weather Authority's Mark Collins. Mark, a severe thunderstorm warning just expired.
That's right, Francesca. And looking at the 7-day, you moms in the morning are going to wake up with some morning clouds, had a 10% chance of rain at a low of 65, and end the day with a high of about 84, 85 degrees. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to be looking at, high 80s, mid 90s. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to start cooling off with some cloud cover. Back to you, Francesca.
And Channel 4's Destiny McKeever is on her way to St. George, where evacuations are being lifted. She joins us now with the latest over the phone. Destiny. And despite growing to more than 150,000 acres, the West Mims fire is now 16% contained. Channel 4's Chris Parento talked to a firefighter who says for the first time in a long time, they are optimistic with the progress crews have made over the last 2 days.
Another day of unpredictability for the crews battling the West Mims fire. Over the last 2 days, crews have had a chance to strengthen the containment lines they cut.
And for up-to-date details on the battle against the West Mims fire and potential evacuation orders along the Florida-Georgia state line, head on over to news4jax.com. And breaking right now, News4Jax has just learned North Korea launched a projectile early this morning. That's according to South Korean officials. It happened near Kaesong, close to the country's west coast. Details are still coming in, and we'll give you the latest as soon as we know more. And on Monday, Duval County Public Schools will hold an emergency meeting to decide on a superintendent to replace Dr. Nikolai Vitti. He has just 8 days left here in Jacksonville. Vitti's last day is May 21st. At a special meeting last night, the Detroit Board of Education voted unanimously to execute its contract with Vitti. He will be making $295,000 in his first 2 years in Detroit. His salary will increase in the following years. He's set to earn $322,000 in his 5th year. In a statement coming directly from Dr. Nikolai Vitti, he writes that he is profoundly grateful to the DPSCD School Board for granting me the privilege, honor, and responsibility to lead the city's new school district. He, along with many board members, say this is bittersweet. Just last night, our Ethan Calloway spoke with a board member, Scott Shine. He says for him, the loss is personal.
I'm very unhappy about it. I mean, one of the reasons I ran for this seat and got a position with the school board is to work with Dr. Vitti. And he's become a good friend. I think he's one of the most significant people that I've known in my life. And this, to me, is a big personal loss.
And here's a look at the next steps in the search for a new superintendent. On Monday, the school board will hold a special meeting. That's when an interim superintendent will be named. And after that, the search for a superintendent will begin. The search could take some time, and when Vitti came to Duval County in 2012, it was almost a year-long process. And President Donald Trump promising quick action on finding a replacement for former FBI Director James Comey.
The process is going to go quickly because almost all of them are very well known. So, they've been vetted over their lifetime, essentially.
How soon the president's decision for a replacement could come. Plus, talking tournament traffic, what you need to know if you plan on heading to TPC Sawgrass tomorrow.